You've all reinvented yourselves in different ways. So how easy is it to get into this world of podcasting?
Oh, I think we've came a long way. I think we still have a long ways to go. This is a good start, I think. I never thought that we'd be doing live shows at the casino.
Who has the best footwork out there?
Are you nervous at all, ever?
I get nervous.
Don't believe this hype. Don't trust me. Do not believe this. He's faking the funk right now.
Are you, Mike?
Then we just say don't fake the funk, because Mike is like this in front of other people. But if you know him, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We learned something about jewelry, which is it's a bit like candy or alcohol. Like, people kind of buy it when things are good, they buy it when things are bad, and it's not a price point that breaks the bank account.
A lot of people will try things and they have a vision of like, this is how it's gonna go, and I want this, and then they have like a vision of like how hard it's gonna be. And once they hit that point of like, oh, wait, it's harder than this, then I'm like,
They're out. Right, and you didn't.
We both never did.
What would you say about your story now that you can talk about it because it's so successful now?
Hey Yetta, you know how much love and respect I have for you? Girl,
Ditto.
Why do I feel like I'm your best friend? I just met you.
You are merging of Oprah and Barbara Walters. There you go.
Joining us at the desk today is Emmy Award-winning journalist and anchor. It's Yetta Gibson, everybody.
Welcome to this Arizona's Family Original. Tonight, a story about vision and partnership in business and as husband and wife. You've probably seen their delicate layered gold pieces on friends, influencers. Maybe you own a piece yourself, but what you probably don't know is the grit and grind Gorjana and Jason went through to grow their jewelry brand from an apartment floor to more than 100 stores nationwide.
We were driving around a car with no car insurance. We had no health insurance. We had our electricity turned off a couple times. Like, we'd be in cities with nowhere to sleep. Like,
We would get orders, then
Literally
fulfill the
different.
orders that were closest to us so we could go get the check.
yeah.
Every big brand starts somewhere. For Gorjana, it wasn't in a boardroom with a business plan. It was the belief that if you work hard enough, learn fast enough, and stay in it long enough, you might just build something beautiful. Who came up with the jewelry idea?
They like found me.
Oh, tell me about this.
I majored in marketing, tried to get like a marketing job out of college, was like, yeah, this isn't flowing. Got a job at Neiman Marcus, and the only availability was an assistant manager in jewelry.
Ooh, okay.
From there, went and worked for a jewelry designer. Then was like, okay, I think I can do this. I grew up in Serbia. So my grandmothers, like, they taught me how to knit when I was so I was very good with making things with my hands.
I gotcha.
Sewing's not my thing, so but jewelry was. I was like, I can do this.
Right.
So
And
it was
he
that
said
kind
he'd
of
help you.
crafting.
How did you know this was going to be a thing?
Oh, I did it,
No.
actually. I know I had like 15 other business ideas, and I would say this was not one of them. I had all these other ideas. I mean, I was trying to help, like, do a movie script and a men's skincare line, and like all over the sports agency. Like, I was all over the place.
You knew you wanted to do
Yeah,
something.
I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like, I kind of caught that bug. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki.
You didn't want to work for anybody. Were you like getting fired all the time or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
You
I
were.
was great at getting jobs. Like, I could get any job, and I could lose that job within like a week.
But you couldn't keep
I
it.
would get the job and come back and be like, I got the job. She'd be like, amazing. Like, but I can't go back and be that guy tomorrow again. At least not like,
What is that
I
about?
can't do that.
Okay. If you can't keep a job, create one. Before the brand, it just took an empty dining room floor and some fishing tackle boxes for this dream to take shape. So I read your bio and it talked about this jewelry line being born in Laguna in an apartment.
Yeah, apartment floor.
And I would just line up the boxes.
We would line the
and
boxes up and pack them up and like shit a little area and she would work.
We would
and
go
we'd,
to
make
like
jewelry.
boutiques and sell out of like a fishing tackle box. I'd be like, do you like these earrings?
Yeah. We had actually a really cute
Yes.
Yorkshire Terrier, and we
It
would go
was
in with the Yorkie,
it
and they'd be
was-
like, "Your dog's so cute," and we'd be like, "Oh, that's great." It was kind of
wanna buy a necklace?
Yeah. Then I'd be like, "We've got some jewelry like in the car."
So you were hustling.
Hustling.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Here's your order." Like, "That's so sweet of you to bring." I'm like, "That's cool. Can I get that $600
Yeah.
This
check?"
is
I'm
not,
like,
you guys are making this up.
we were scrappy.
I swear- no.
It was super
No.
scrappy.
So how do we turn
I
around?
have the gray hair to prove it.
How did you make it into this?
You know, I would say, people always say, like, when was the tipping point? There really wasn't one. It was just a lot of slow, methodical growth.
A lot of people will try things and they have a vision of like, this is how it's gonna go, and I want this, and then they have like a vision of like how hard it's gonna be. And once they hit that point of like, oh, wait, it's harder than this. And I'm like,
They're out.
Yeah.
Right, and you did.
We both never did.
And I think we held on to some,
Yeah.
frankly, we held on to some of those other ideas that seemed more glamorous for a while. You know, it's like, this is really hard, but we're just going to keep doing it because it's paying the bills.
Yeah.
Because in 2008, when the economy collapsed, I thought for sure, like, we're done.
We're done,
And we
yeah.
grew.
Yeah.
Oddly, we learned something about jewelry, which is, it's a bit like candy or alcohol. Like, people kind of buy it when things are good, they buy it when things are bad, and it's not a price point that breaks the bank account.
And you can wear it every day.
I mean, that's true.
So I think we
Yeah.
grinded, and then, you know, in 2016 was when we opened our first store. And even then, it felt like, okay, like, let's just try a store, let's do it in Laguna, let's see how it goes.
We'd be like, we're never gonna get into retail. Who wants that headache?
You were saying that?
Beforehand, yeah. And then
But let alone in Laguna.
Yeah.
Laguna's an ice cream cone flip-flop town. I mean, it's where we raise the kids, but just not something we thought.
But it's an art town.
It's an art town.
Yeah.
It's an art town.
Yeah, and not a place really that is known for like a destination shopping.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get into a store in the first place?
The first store, we were just grabbing tacos with the kids. I was on a call and I like walked around as I was waiting for the tacos, and there was this for lease sign, and I was like, and we always said that'd be a cool corner, so I called the guy. He was like, no, we already have a lease out. And I was like, no, come over to my office. He came over the next day with a lease. And I like signed the lease sight unseen and threw the keys on Tanya's desk.
It's because it was the number was our lucky number.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's that number?
19.
So the number had 19.
It was it's 190 Beach.
Yeah. So I was like, this is kind of.
We were like, this is meant to be.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You decided we're going to open our first store while you were eating tacos.
Yes.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Store 1 was a spur-of-the-moment leap. Store 100, well, it's personal, and it takes us back to Scottsdale, where it all started. All of it. Store number 100, why did you choose Scottsdale?
So this was my first job, I guess.
Oh.
Like my freshman year of college.
Where did you work?
I guess.
I guess.
Like I guess the brand. I know everyone's like, guess. I'm like, no, the brand.
You worked.
And then my second job, which was at BCBG, so like this was my jam. And when you're in high school here, this is the mall. And then we met, obviously we both went to ASU, met at ASU.
You didn't meet at Guess?
No, we did not meet at Guess or at BCBG.
I was wearing diesel jeans, not Guess.
Just wondering. You spent a lot of time in Arizona. You grew up
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Is there anything that has happened here in Arizona that you think got you to where you are today?
I mean, for me, going to a huge college like
Yeah.
Arizona State and just being able to learn to socialize through that scene and like knock on doors and just like learn how to talk to people and be upfront and communicate interpersonally, like was a huge step for me personally, like with this.
Agreed.
Shout out to ASU.
Yes.
Sunday, let's go.
Along the way, the couple endured some stress, but they held on, not just to the dream, but to the idea that a little retail therapy really can make a big difference. How do you feel about store number 100? I mean, do you feel like it went by in a flash, or has it been taking forever?
In some ways, yeah. It's interesting you say that, because in some ways it feels like it went really fast, and other ways it feels like 2 lifetimes.
So what would you say about your story now that you can talk about it because it's so successful now?
You gotta enjoy the journey.
It's a roller coaster of emotion. Yeah. There is a fallacy out there. Everyone's like, you have to love what you do, and you're gonna wake up and be so excited.
Yeah.
I think if you get up and you're excited 51% of the time, you're winning.
I love that.
I agree.
Because I don't think anyone is doing, it's not real if you get up and love every single aspect of what you do. That's not true.
So what do you think when people say that?
I just am obviously more of a realist, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So I just live more, and like I realize like what the bad that comes with the good.
Yeah, it comes with a lot of disappointment.
I see this quote all the time, and it has a picture, and it goes, what people think success looks like, and it goes like this, but what it really looks like is all these things.
Yeah.
This is your story.
100%.
If you could change anything about the journey, would you?
I wouldn't.
Probably my level of like stress, like, you know, because when you think like you're like the world, you know, you feel like that rug's gonna get like pulled out from under you, and just that like stress level of being like, it'll be okay, like you'll figure it out. You know, when you're younger, you just feel like you don't really know a lot, and so you just
I would have been
a
little more. I would have been a little more patient.
And their story is more about just sparkle. It's about a feeling.
I want the jewelry to be happy. I make a happy connection. I want it to be light and fun. And
I want it to be like a positive thing for you.
But we're creating an awesome positive experience for people where they can walk in, the store's bright, and it smells good, and the sound's going, and everyone's really nice to them. That to me is worth the grind.
Right.
Yeah.
Retail therapy is a thing. For me, because you can just escape, get out of your mind for like 20 minutes and just find something you love.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
those two are great, aren't they? Right now, you can find Gorjana stores throughout the Valley and in Tucson, but keep your eye out for more because their brand is just getting bigger and bigger. All right, speaking of working together, coming up, can you be coworkers and friends or even more? In the chat, you're going to weigh in on workplace relationships that make it out of the office. Are they real or no? Plus,
we got 1 minute left. I just have to ask, since you said MJ, what on earth would you ask him? Your first question?
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta know.
I know what I'm asking.
I sat there. We were in Greece a couple weekends ago.
That's a perfect example of how he flexes, but not really flex on purpose.
Right.
How he says, I was in Greece with MJ a couple weeks ago.
going at each other like brothers. Coming up, former pro hoopers turned podcast hosts. We're talking Mike Bibby, Eddie House, and Ty Ellis. They dish on their dynamics, hanging with Michael Jordan and famous names they are hoping to get on their podcast. That's coming up.
We just always have like long conversations on the phone that we're like, wait, this is kind of like, we should have our own podcast. Yeah. And then one day we're like, wait, we really should have our own podcast.
I mean, it's kind of weird because in our conversations, we talk about real stuff that matter, right? Like our spirit, like broken hearts, love, friendship.
You were talking about this at work.
Yes. And then, oh yeah, absolutely. I would come into work and be like, girl, I went on a date and it was awful.
Okay, welcome back. That was a clip from our interview with Maya and Curly from the Super Secret Bestie Club. These two best friends are behind a very successful podcast that just launched its 4th season. Very exciting for them. New episodes drop on Wednesdays. So now let's go into the chat. We're talking couples, former teammates, besties working together, and a lot more. This week, our question is all about friendships in the workplace, and you were laughing. We asked, can coworkers be real friends or just workplace convenience? And let me tell you, there were a lot of responses. You all had a lot to say about this. So before we get to your responses, let's get into it here. We got Mark McClune here for the first time. He's our sports director. Simone, you're back. Okay. You said you were going to stir the pot with this one.
Oh, I said, yo, you guys were stirring the pot with this one.
Oh, no. How are we stirring the pot? Explain yourself.
Well, you know, I feel like Arizona's family, us here, for instance, family. And in family, there's a lot of chaos sometimes.
Okay.
So just like the good things with family, there can also be the bad.
That's a very suspicious. I don't know what that was. Mark, what say you about this topic?
Well,
because you have a whole wife here.
I don't have any friends. When you get to my age, you just don't. So you have to come to work and have friends. But yes, I am married to our morning meteorologist. So yes,
in case you didn't know,
things are very close. Yes. It's definitely part of the family.
Yes. Do you feel like it can be wishy-washy? I mean, most of the time it works out. Well, let's just say some of the time. But do you think a real friendship can work outside of the workplace?
Yes, absolutely. I think you can get that initial, kind of meeting that person, and then I think once you take it outside the 4 walls that you work in, it can develop into something else.
It can?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you sure?
It does, yes.
Okay.
We can confirm.
Okay,
yes.
We'll get back to that, Simone. I got questions. Let's get into some of the responses that we got on social media. There was a clear split in opinions. One of you said it's possible with the right person. Another one of you said, yes, actually, indeed, if they can, if they're close in age and you guys get along well. However, though, you should keep your personal and professional life completely separate. So if you're hanging out outside of work, meet at a bar, go bowling, somewhere other than each other's house. Meanwhile, others of you said the only thing you usually have in common with coworkers is work. And another said don't talk to me while we're on the clock unless you're giving me a raise. So it can be a little here and there. What do you think about workplace romance? I mean, you're married, so how has that been for you? We love it.
Yes, it's working. But I think, especially in our business, and anything you put your heart and soul into, it's everything's personal. Now, if we were making widgets, if it wasn't personal, if I didn't have to talk to anybody all day, it might be different. But also around sports, you see great teams. And I think what makes great teams is when people care about each other. And usually when people care about each other,
so sweet.
A to B to C, and follow the bouncing ball.
How do you come behind that and say something? Do you think that a lot of friendships that start at work
have the potential to break up and then it becomes weird at work? Have you ever had that happen, or you know somebody who has?
You know, I think sometimes people don't realize that there can be boundaries, just like any friendship. Like if it starts at work or not, you have to have those boundaries in place. So I think sometimes when people maybe forget that. But I also think in our business, for example, we have crazy hours, weird schedules, and not a lot of people outside of this understand that. So we kind of all get each other.
I wonder if it works that you work night shift and.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, except the hairdryer at 3 a.m. is not necessarily my favorite. I'm going to be hearing that till the day I die. Even
do you think you could do a Mark and have a husband at work?
1,000%, yes. I think they're a
Why
great
are you so
example.
confident? Why are you so sure?
Well, I honestly, because you know, April and Mark have 2 kids. They're showing you could do it all. Like you can work, you can raise a family. It's hard. Like you know how it is. It can be tough. So I think it's inspiring. I think it's definitely what that person said about it takes the right person. I think that is so true.
That is a really good answer. Don't you agree?
Yes, it takes a teammate. It really does.
Yes.
You have to complement each other, and you're not always seeing things the same way.
I love how Mark is working the sports in here.
You just have
it
to
makes
get
a
the
lot
win.
of sense.
What do you think, Yetta?
About what?
Friends, being friends at work.
I think that you hit the nail. It's like when you work in this industry and you have these type of hours with this industry, the only people who really understand are the people in the building. So thank you guys for your insight. That was very good.
Anytime. I'm glad it wasn't. Charles Barkley was not available, so I'm glad to be here.
We got right for old search. All right, here's what's coming up next. So you talk about being nervous about doing this in front of a live audience. Are you nervous at all, ever? I mean, I have to ask because
I get nervous. Don't believe this hype. Trust me. Do not believe this. He's faking the funk right now.
Poor Mike Bibby, they were all over him. Okay, so this one's gonna be a fun one. You wanna stick around. Those are basketball legends. That's Mike Bibby, Eddie House, Ty Ellis. And they're dishing on their new podcast. It's called Straight Game, and they're going to dish on what makes them a dream team and the big name guests that they are hoping will land on their show soon. That is coming up next.
What's your favorite moment in your NBA career?
Good question. Beating the Sacramento Kings. What's your question?
What was the most memorable moment with you and Kobe Bryant?
Beating the Sacramento Kings.
Fitting game about rivalries, basketball, and brotherhood. That was a clip from Shaq's appearance on the Straight Game podcast. This was a live taping of an episode that happened right here in Arizona out in Chandler. Tonight, I sit down with the podcast hosts, Mike Bibby, Eddie House, Ty Ellis. They are the hosts of the podcast that is all about basketball. They are friends, they're former teammates, and their chemistry is awesome. I call it a slam dunk. You've all reinvented yourselves in different ways. So how easy is it to get into this world of podcasting?
I don't think it's that easy. I think you have to put out a good product. If you're authentic, you stay real to yourself, you're true, no phony baloney, no playing the game and stuff like that. I think that makes the transition a little easier.
They came together like that quick, like
organically.
Yeah, it feels right. I'm not even a sports person. I'm like, oh man, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Are you nervous at all, ever?
I get nervous. He
He said what?
He has the gift. He can talk. He can get a well into some water into some well, however you say. But
like I said,
water
that's
to a
how
well.
he
is. But I mean, like,
no nerves for
I get
you.
it too. I like to be quiet and mind my business.
But you can't be quiet. You're on a podcast.
I know, but
don't believe this hype. Don't trust me. Do not believe this. He's faking the funk right now.
Are you, Mike?
Then we just say don't fake the funk, because Mike is like this in front of other people. But if you know him, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, huh?
Dang.
Look at his face.
Mike
That's
is
what we're doing now.
Look at his face. What you about to say, Tom?
He's convincing.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. What are the personalities of this group?
I think we just play off of each other.
There's extremely healthy level of respect and love from everybody. But we like boys, man. We debate, we argue, we this and that. But that's what the fans love about us. And people actually ask me, do you not like it? I mean, I love it.
People do ask me.
Yeah, for sure. Because we go at it.
We do go at it.
Yeah, in a very refreshing way.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
So I've known him since We played against each other. 96 is when we first played against each other in college. He went to U of A, I went to ASU, obviously. And then we played together in Sacramento on the same squad. And then we played together my last year, 2011. We went to the finals, ended up losing to Dallas. And he was on the team. We were on the team then. So, man, I've been knowing Mike for forever. He's my...
He's your brother.
This is a good start, I think. I never thought that we'd be doing live shows at the casino, you know what I mean? Just having people come and buy tickets, so I never thought that.
I didn't realize, obviously Mike is who he is, but Mike is every NBA player's favorite guy. And Mike just called this person or called that person, or we'll say something. Do you know so-and-so? Oh, I do. I'm like, bro, you know this guy? Why you didn't say nothing in the... And so we've had some phenomenal guests.
Yeah.
And it's all based on the relationships with Eddie and Mike and their NBA people, so it says a lot about them.
Is there a dream guest that you want, who you don't think you can get?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, MJ will be tough.
Oh, you can get MJ.
MJ.
Say it, he's watching.
But I mean...
I wouldn't even want no hooper.
Who do you want?
What? Barry Sanders. Because Barry Sanders, I think he created his own, when he retired, I think he created his own bank and things like that.
Oh, yeah. You want a banker on your show.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think
That's
Barry
my favorite
Sanders
football player,
yeah,
too.
I think
So.
Barry Sanders would be one.
Barry Sanders, MJ.
I want an actor.
Denzel.
Denzel.
Okay,
Denzel
okay. I just have to ask, since you said MJ, what on earth would you ask him? Your first question.
I didn't.
Oh, you gotta know.
We were in Greece a couple weekends ago. I mean, just the way he talks and holds himself accountable and stuff like that. It's just like, he's the best ever, and the way he talks, you would never think he was. You know what I mean? Just to get him in that seat and just ask him personal questions, just to pick his mind and see how he thinks would be good for me.
That's a perfect example of how he flexes, but not really flex on purpose.
Right.
He says, I was in Greece with
2 weeks
a couple weeks ago.
You did drop Greece.
Yeah, exactly.
That
you know what I'm
was a
saying?
flex.
I know what I would ask him.
It's a Jordan event I went to.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly what I would ask him. Can you send a brother a box of shoes or something?
And you can catch another live recording of the Straight Game podcast October 3rd at Gila River Resorts and Casinos, Wild Horse Pass.
I'm sorry. Remember, like, another people be like, you look amazing. And they're like, you look amazing for you, right? It's an asterisk.
You guys look great.
Thank you, for my age.
You look so great for our age.
Yeah. You do too.
I'm actually 70.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Well, Mike's ego is real chill. It's this one that we got.
Oh, so he's a problem child.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I just figured it out.
1,000.
Ain't that something?
He got this okra.
So now y'all ganging up on him.